Yo, what's good, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. And listen, if you are new to the channel, I appreciate you for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Clicking this video because you don't have to, you feel me? But if you want to check out the rest of the videos, go do that. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, ain't no pressure. You know what I'm saying? We still chilling. You feel me? Doing what we got to do. Listen, though, if you don't know, we keeping the mind solid and getting the body cut up. You feel me? Hope y'all doing well, taking great care of yourselves. Today is Monday. You know what I'm saying? Remember, every day above ground is a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? You got to appreciate life, man. I don't care what you don't have right now. I don't care what's not going your way. You still have to appreciate life. You feel me? I don't care if you got 17 cents in your pocket, dog. You know what I'm saying? Listen, as long as you can move, as long as you got some motion, as long as your body functioning, you can make things happen. You know what I'm saying? I always say it, you could always make things happen. Because people that don't have legs and arms, they be making things happen. You feel me? So ain't no excuse, right? So check this out, man. Yeah, I'm about to slip. Um, I wanted to tell y'all this. You know, I preach about self love a lot because people are going to talk down about you all the time. People are going to talk down on you a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? People are going to talk bad about you. People are going to try to bring you down. People going to just be on some shit, man. You feel me? And a lot of the times I see it happening, you know what I'm saying, in in first person. I see it happen in my face and with other people and shit like that, where it's like, and people do it to me too. People try to talk down on me too, all that type of shit, right? So I experience it as well, right? But the thing that keeps me rocking, you know what I'm saying, keep me moving, keep me still smiling and all of that shit, right? Is the fact that I feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? Is the fact that like you have to love yourself, man. You know, because if you don't, everything somebody say is always gonna make you feel like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna take somebody else's word over your own word. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna believe their judgment over your own judgment of yourself. You're always gonna believe they knowledge of you, you know what I'm saying? Rather you knowing the knowledge of yourself. Because if you know yourself and you know who you are and you understand how you rock and how you roll, then whatever people say shouldn't affect you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get to that point though. And a lot of people not at that point. You feel me? And it is, and you know, it is what it is. But it's something to really like work on because you know, as I go through life, bro, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I get older and shit though, and I see how like, you know, the more you understand yourself, the more you're more like confident in yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you believe in yourself. A lot of people are gonna hate that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna hate that, real talk. And I've been going through that shit, you know, for like a long time in my life, bro. Because I always was like, yo, you know, I'm Ryan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always, you know, just looked at myself a little different. You feel me? And people don't like when you have that kind of that, you know, that love for yourself, that you know, it's just that energy for yourself. They don't like that energy that you carry. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times now I had a lot of people, you know, try to like bring me down, you know what I'm saying? Try to talk shit about me, try to just, the short jokes and shit and all these things, you feel me? And I'm like, okay, when I hear these things now, I have to take it as like, okay, either this person is hating on me, this person is jealous, this person don't like they self, this person, you know what I'm saying, just don't, this is not something within them, you know what I'm saying? And once you understand that, those things don't affect you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you know, you good with yourself, you feel me? But they not, you know, because if somebody is good with they self, they not gonna project all that bullshit and negativity onto somebody else because they good with they self. They have love for they self. So what they gonna do is they gonna give positive energy to other people. So that's how I see it. So it's like you have to feel good about yourself, regardless of your skin, regardless of, you know, if you got hair or not, regardless of if you're fat or skinny, regardless if you have money or not, regardless if you have a car or not, regardless if, you know what I'm saying, you got this career or this job or not, regardless if, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you short or tall, regardless if whatever it is, bro, you have to feel good about yourself, man. You know, you have to. You feel me? Because, like I said, if you don't, people are gonna have control over you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the worst thing, is when people could, you know, talk down on you, bro, and they can see that, you know, that it's controlling you. They can see that, like, you really getting offended by it. You feel me? And once they see that you getting offended by it, they gonna keep on going. I remember when I was in high school, bro, you know what I'm saying? People used to talk their shit, right? People used to be getting faded on. People used to be getting all that type of stuff cracked on and everything, right? But when people said certain things about me, I was like, all right, yo, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You feel me? I'm sure that's cool. You know, what's next? That, you know what I'm saying? That was my response to most of the things. I didn't really have the care to, like, talk about other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we could crack jokes, but I didn't even care to crack jokes like that, because I'm like, I don't really care. You feel me? Like, you know. So now it's like, now it's like you get to a point where it's like, when people become adults and people still doing this shit, it's like, god damn, like, something must be wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You must not love yourself. You must not like yourself. You feel me? To be trying to downplay the next man, you know. So it's like, you just have to, man. You have to get to that point where you feel good about yourself. You feel me? I'm in love with how God created everything. You know, you got to be in love with how God created you, man. You feel me? You are supposed to be unique, right? You're supposed to have your own identity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, embrace those things about yourself. Whatever it is, embrace it. You know, there's nothing wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. It's just people just going to talk what they, going to talk they shit, man. And it's just, you can't let that affect you. You know what I'm saying? You don't, people always be like, oh, you got to wait till you get to the age to, like, 40 to stop caring about what people say. Nah, you can start that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? You can start that shit right now. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you at in life. You can start that shit right now, man. And stop letting people tear down your self esteem, bro. Stop letting people tear down your confidence and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when even girls reject you and shit like that, you let that shit affect you for years and months and all this type of craziness because a woman says something bad about you. You know, women gonna try to downplay you too, try to talk down on you too, because they see that, you know what I'm saying, you shine, and they see that you got that light, they see that you got that aura, that energy, you got that confidence. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they gonna be like, nah, this nigga can't be that confident. Let me go talk my shit. You know, all type of stuff will go on. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand how that shit go, man, and just be like, I feel good about myself regardless of what anybody say. You know what I'm saying? I love myself regardless of what anybody say, because you have to love yourself more than anybody could love you. And once you get to that point, man, it's like, who could stop you? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to just give you that, just to give you that little message, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there was on my mind. That was on my mind. So y'all take care of yourself. Y'all have a good day today. Y'all enjoy y'all week, man. Today is Monday. You feel me? Today is Monday. You know what I'm saying? I know people be like, oh, I hate Mondays. Nah, we don't hate Mondays. We love Mondays. We love Mondays. We about to get this energy popping. We about to get this week right. You feel me? So we about to be out here moving, doing what we got to do, moving and grooving. You feel me? Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all keep holding it down. Remember, man, we keeping the mind solid and getting the body cut up. I'm gone.